Oh, Miguel, how you doing? It's not a squeak like something's broken. It's a squeak like we could just do with a little bit more lubrication here. This is great. In the wintertime, you could use a heated seats on your wheelchair. They don't offer that, as far as I know. I don't know. Temporary solution you could get. You could heat up those rice bags that you put in the microwave when you're at home, and then put that on your chair before you go out. I don't know, Smaller Cobra. It's not snowing down in Essex, but I don't know about the rest of the UK. Just looking at heated socks. I used to wear thermal socks when I was biking, Lucas. I also had like thermal leggings as well in the depths of winter. And then I had heated gloves. If you don't have heated grips, heated gloves are really good. You just have to wire it into the battery. It takes like an hour. What the heck? I don't know, Eric. I don't know what I'm doing on Halloween yet. I don't know. As I'm saying, Eric, I don't know. I've got to decide over the next few days. I'll be streaming. I don't know what it'll look like. I know there's a bake-off. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what game I'm playing. No idea. You're going to miss the Halloween stream. It's moving day. You won't have internet until Thursday. Have you not got 4G on your phone? You thought it'd have been out trick or treating, Pringle? Void Speedy, thank you for 19 months. Really, Smaller Cobra? What have you got that for? Halloween? Wait. I'm trying to work out how Donald Trump is associated with Halloween. Surely it should be like witches and things like that. Skeletons and maybe some zombies thrown in. That just sounds like a fancy dress mask, not a Halloween mask. 20? 20 Ks? It's outrageous. Who likes pumpkins? Can't say I'm a massive fan of pumpkins. Pumpkin soup, no. The smell of pumpkin just makes me feel a bit queasy, to be honest with you. Just not a fan of it at all. Yeah, I think so, Floaty. They do have pumpkin spice lattes in Europe, but again, I just find it horrible. I don't think I've had roast pumpkin seed bread, to be honest, but I quite like seed bread, so maybe I'd like that. I thought pumpkin seeds were poisonous, though. Yeah, Chippy, when I was younger it was all turnips, and along the line it became pumpkins. Maybe you have to cook the seeds first, then I don't know. Turnips are hard to hollow out. Yep, they are. Kids have it too easy now with pumpkins. You should hollow your own turnip out with a spoon. Just Husk Kid? Sorry, Just Husk HD. Thank you for subbing Just Husk. Welcome to the house, thank you. Thanks for the nutty welcome, guys. KS, how you doing? I don't know if another donut. I did ask the question. I wasn't sure. I don't have that much to do with pumpkins, to be honest with you. Why is it 60 Ks down here? This is nuts. I believe they do contain cyanide, but you need to eat quite a lot for the effects. Oh, there you go. Right, there you go. So it has cyanide, but not a lot of it. Yeah. Why does a pumpkin seed contain cyanide? I don't quite understand what the pumpkin's doing though. Like, it makes these seeds and then it goes, oh, I'll put some cyanide in there, just in case. Just in case what? I think almonds do. They have something in them as well, yeah. Back to work tomorrow. You should always soak rice overnight before cooking. Why, Billy? Jet Logistics, have a good one, sir. All plant-based food contains substances that in higher doses will be toxic to humans. It's interesting then why it's in there in the first place. Probably Martin. Baz, if there's one thing I've learnt about Warships, dude, very rarely do you have a balanced game. It almost always ends up with one team slaughtering the other. And sometimes you're on that team that gets slaughtered, and other times you're on the team that does the slaughtering. The other day, almost every game I played was a whitewash. We just got destroyed. Last couple of nights that I've played, destroyed the other team. I don't get it. I've taken Baz now to just looking at what I do. Yeah? Just did I play as well as I could have played in that battle? That's all that matters. Like, try and learn every game, learn what you could have done better. Did you get caught out by something? Should you have switched from AP to HE or something? Like, whatever it is. Was your positioning good or bad? Could you avoid it getting destroyed or not? Like, just focus on all that instead of what the team's doing. Because sometimes you get a really bad team. Well, it totally is, Rapax. Positioning and map awareness is a huge part of the game. But surprisingly, even in the higher tiers, you would think in the higher tier matches that it would increase your chances of people having map awareness and knowing what they're doing, because they've played the game so many hours at that point. But no. I saw completely clueless destroyers just YOLOing it in there, like Leroying it and stuff, and getting wrecked. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Kind of competitive video games do you play? I think I play not as many as I used to. I used to play a lot of FPS games. A lot of them. But nowadays I tend not to play quite so many FPS games. Although racing is competitive. So I do racing. And I do play Rainbow Six, although I've not played it for a little while. And I do play Warships, and they're competitive. But a lot of the sims I play are not competitive. I miss competitive games a little bit. You still play them, Whiteland? You play Rocket League. You still play, well, you play Counter-Strike less, but you still play Rocket League. Oh, so right, okay. That trailer works quite nicely with this truck. Just wish I could change the wheels and tyres. I haven't played it in a while, Presley. I don't know. I think the graphics of Odyssey 2 just kind of is it's a bit too meh for me now. All this while I've been waiting for the replacement, but even when I saw the footage of it, of the replacement, I was like, oh really? I was expecting more. So, but I'll be honest with you, people ask for it that much, I'm actually just going the other way with it now. I'm actually going, no, I'm just not going to play it. Like, I'm actually put off playing it now. Bizarre as that seems. Well, they kind of do matter, Captain Flint. It's not fair to say they don't matter. They do. They do matter. It's an old game. It is an old game. Definitely. You know, it kind of crashes and stuff, and the memory. It's just, you've got a 1080 Ti, and the graphics are still horrendous, and the frame rates are still rubbish. You know, it's that kind of, it's the lack of optimization that puts me off more than anything. And the tile loading, and just it's just sat on ancient technology. I'll have a cup of tea, Phillips, yeah, if you don't mind. Been playing Destiny 2 on my summer car. Blimey, they're two very different games. See, I stay away from games like... Oh, what? I stay away from games like Destiny and that kind of thing because the sheer amount of grind that's involved. DPH, can we not... Uh-oh. Can we not discuss DPH F1 right now? It looks like it's crashed. That's interesting. Oopsie. Have a look at the log file. Just see if I can get a cup of tea. Let's have a look. At the log. Euro truck. Game log. Unable to create... Hang on, let me show you this. Unable to create AI trailers for vehicle. Traffic.vehicle-type.truck. Job generation failed. Don't worry about that stuff. Unable to create AI trailers. Oops, lol. I know, Jules. But look, there's a whole load of these. They're old lines, they don't matter. When you say they're old lines, what do you mean? This is the bottom of the log file? Crash region was not recorded. I don't understand this. Why don't they just put the local timestamp? Why does it have to say 0513, like the number of hours it's been running? Just put the local time here. Nobody does that in log files. I don't know what. Don't know what it was. No, don't know. Somebody's made a patch for Rust map, but I don't know how reliable it is. Styley777, thank you for your support. Welcome to the House, Styley. Thank you for the nutty welcome, guys. Oh god, Squirrel has Asus board. Gambler. I have more than an Asus board, dude. Asus motherboard, Asus graphic card, Asus monitors, Asus keyboard, Asus mouse. The list goes on. Asus underpants. Haven't gone that far. I don't have a DVD drive, Wyland. Asus fanboy. That's a good one. So any professional sports player that you see is sponsored by somebody, you call them a fanboy. That's interesting. Rob Jensen, thank you for the host. Mr. Rubku, how you doing? Yeah, I bet he's even partnered with Asus. Lol. Luke 5019, welcome. Rob and Rob, exactly. The dynamic duo. Asus makes some very good motherboards, so I don't even know what he's talking about, to be honest. BK has gifted a sub to Coupler Permau. Coupler Permau. Please remember to thank BK. Wait, is this the point where it crashed? Interesting. Is that a toll booth that it crashed? So it managed to save just before it died. That doesn't happen very often. Maybe it's because I activated the toll, so it did a save and then it died. That could be it. Either that or I got very, very lucky with my timing. No, President, there's no one person did that. But the more I get asked, the more I don't want to go back to it, if you see what I mean. Same thing happened with my summer car, Presley. I basically burned out on it, and then people were just, when are you doing my summer car? When are you doing my summer car? It's been updated again. It's been updated, Squirrel. You should play it again. You should play it. And it just makes you want to not, until eventually everything calms down, and then I decide I want to go back to it. It's the same with OMSI. Why does this truck suddenly sound a lot louder than it used to? There we go. It's weird how it didn't save that setting. Okay, game. What on earth just happened? Like, because I brought the console up, it seemed to forget what position the shifters were in, and it put it back into low shift and then blew the engine. Not quite, Tommy. I can't describe it. There's a certain part of me that the more somebody tries to get me to do something, the more I go the other way. There's some awkward part of me that does that. That's all I can say. This is such a horrible looking game. I'm happy you don't play anymore, Baz. Lol. Yeah, the reverse is not true, Yomonga. Nice try. Exactly. I mean, if you just say don't play this, it's not gonna affect anything. Oh, the camera. A good. How long is it since you've been here, mate? No, floating. I've not played Frostpunk since the original release. I need to think of ideas about what to play on Halloween, though. I've been playing Elite Dangerous now. I finally understand what's going on. Yeah, it's a deep game. An old Resident Evil game. The old ones are a bit. What retro games could I play on Halloween? Silent Hill 2. I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it's just a weird jump game. It's just a jump scare game. I'd rather have something a bit more interesting than that. Green Hell? Yeah, but Green Hell's not really a Halloween game, is it? Some old gulp Ghostbuster game. Flippin' heck, Wyland. What's that one with the what's that one that, oh, what's it called? I've seen some people stream it. Like, you either play the bad guy or you play the 4 people trying to escape from the bad guy. And there's like different bad guys. One's a witch and one's a Freddy Krueger type character. What's that one called? And you can team up with people and try and escape. Dead by Daylight. I think that's it. Dead by Daylight. That's like a Halloweeny game that I've completely never played before. I'll probably get wrecked because I've no idea what I'm doing. But that could be fun. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, that was hot. Oh my god, molten tea. Because you only need, is it 4 of you need, the survivors? That was lava tea. Honestly, that actually hurt. Because you have to, like, activate power things, don't you? And then get out and rescue each other and stuff. So that could be funny. Left 4 Dead 2? No idea. Thing is, I mean, it's difficult starting a game that's going to take days to finish and then just play it for a Halloween stream, and then people will be saying, well, when are you going to finish that off? So I'm a bit worried about starting a game that's going to take, you know, I don't know, 30 hours of gameplay. Example, Outlast 2. I can't really play on 5M, Will Jones, because there's so much swearing on those multiplayer GTA servers that you can't. I don't know, it's a problem. You're trying to run a sort of a PG stream, you can't. Yeah, but why the Red Dead Redemption, mate, would just be a massive game. I would have to play it every night, every stream for weeks and weeks, wouldn't I, to finish that? I mean, I could do 7 days time, but it depends on how many people we can get now. I'm gonna have to start again. Yeah, but again, GTA roleplay, Ryan, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think Siege is a Halloween game, is it? DPH. Fly on Vlat Sim, that's a nightmare. Lol. Fresh, hot apple fritters. I'll tell you what I had the other day. I think it was Friday night when I was out eating a meal, and I had, it was like a set meal, and dessert was basically 2 strips of pineapple that had obviously been like fried, like apple fritters fried, but it was in like a rum sauce. Very, very unusual. Never had that before. I don't have Red Dead Redemption 2 now. And there are so many people streaming it. Farm Sim 19 comes out approximately, if I remember, like 20th of November or something like that. Yeah, Whiteland, you first. Yes, Presley, I think so. Dungeons and Dragons, that well-known Halloween game. Bigfoot. What's Bigfoot? Floating Fat Man? Bigfoot the game. What is it? It's like The Hunter, but you're hunting Bigfoot. Like, what? I was going to say, isn't it like Bigfoot trying to kill you? Isn't it the other way around? Welcome back, Lava Tube. What about to do mini clip games on the internet to stream on Wednesday? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, cool, Tiger. I'm kind of on side with that. Like, what's Bigfoot ever done? Old school arcade. What kind of old school are we talking here? We're talking Space Invaders, Pac-Man and Phoenix, or something a bit more modern? Well, I mean, I could do Halloween mode in Warships, Tom. That's one option. Gauntlet 2 on the Atari? I used to love Gauntlet. Alone in the Dark. Yeah. Tommy, I need to click the link. Bigfoot, let's see. Mixed reviews. For $17.99, this game is an abomination. The map has literally 0 things to explore, everything looks the same. Awful gameplay. Graphics 3 out of 10, sounds 2 out of 10, content 1 out of 10. That's pretty harsh. One comment, fix the bug, I can't run. Wait, this is early access game. This game glitches a lot. No realism whatsoever. Shot Bigfoot 22 times, kept coming. Hunter freezes to death in a few minutes. Poor game needs work. Lazy devs. Not really being sold on this one, to be honest. By the forest. That's quite Halloweeny, the forest, isn't it? Remember, me and Jack were building a base, if I remember. That's an option. That's quite got a bit of a horror theme to it. It's not that unrealistic, it's just a rushed boogie mess. Christmas shopping sim. Come on, man. Why would you play a Christmas game at Halloween? ED, good night. Continuation of Subnautica. Well, when they released the new DLC. My Little Pony games, they're terrifying. Work on the Blue Oyster Bar in 7 days to that. Yeah, but why that we can't? Like, if you think how many people used to have playing that, we can't rustle those numbers together anymore. Particularly not on a Wednesday. We're not going to get mod cover and enough people to play it. It's not going to happen. And then we'll just get trashed. Connor, a lot of people say this game isn't good, but I really enjoyed it. Outlast 2, fantastic atmosphere and a good amount of jump scares. Yeah, but L. Phillips and Giddy, it sounds so simple, doesn't it? Get a few subs to play. How do I pick them? How do I... Inevitably, if like 50 people say, I want to play, and I pick 5, the other 45 are like, well, why didn't I get picked? You literally can't keep them happy, and if you raffle pick them, they'll still get upset, and you never know what people's skill level is. And really, you need to be in voice comms. And some people are great with voice comms. Like, they have good quality microphones, they don't have a lot of background noise, and they know when to shut up because you're streaming. Others have bad microphones, sit in the living room with the TV on and the kids screaming, and just don't stop talking. And you have to mute them. This is the problem you face when you're trying to stream and pick people to play with. It's a real problem. Because you've got to keep one eye on the fact that everybody is listening and some people don't know how to behave in that environment. Does that make sense? So trying to find people that understand that dynamic is quite tricky. You picked Baz, we need a German engineer. Lol. Colat. I already finished Colat on stream quite a long time ago. Oh. Like a glove. Level 93 and a bit more. 93 and a third by the look of it. Actually has the game. Well, there is that as well. Nah, Wyland. The second game's rubbish compared to the first one. Just Dance for Halloween stream, right? That's not something you want to see. Right, guys, that's the end of Sunday Night Trekking for another day. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had fun. Just a reminder, I'll be live on Wednesday, okay? I'll be back on Wednesday. So we're doing a Halloween stream on Wednesday, which will start at 5 PM UK time. Which is now UTC once more. And then Thursday, and then Friday, I'll be normal Friday again. So yeah, Wednesday to Sunday streams next week, so you get a bonus stream. I'll try and record some more videos tomorrow as well. Scheduled to fly this week as well. It depends on the weather and stuff. Might be UTC forever, Wyland. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. Thank you once again to the mod team who've done a splendid job as always. We had some trolls chat tonight, but that gave them something to do. They quite enjoy that, to be honest. Yeah, so yesterday's stream should now be on SquirrelPlus, in case you missed that, and today's stream will be up tomorrow. So, have a great week, and I shall see you in just a few days' time. Yeah, Giddy. Get in there, mate. Get in there. Right. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good one. Love you all. Good night.